What if your debt disappeared faster than you ever imagined possible? Imagine waking tomorrow feeling lighter, freer, and completely financially hopeful again. Debt feels like silent chains tightening every single unexpected month. You try budgeting, cutting expenses, yet progress feels painfully slow. Bills arrive faster than your motivation to open envelopes. Nights become restless as numbers replay endlessly inside your mind. You wonder if financial freedom is reserved for someone else. Maybe you blame past decisions or missed opportunities quietly. Maybe you feel embarrassed discussing money struggles with friends. But what if your situation isn't as hopeless today? What if hidden strategies could accelerate your escape dramatically? Most people believe paying debt requires decades of sacrifice. That belief alone keeps millions trapped longer than necessary. The truth is powerful changes begin with small mindset shifts. Think about how quickly habits shape your everyday outcomes. A single decision today can redirect your entire financial future. Yet fear often prevents taking bold steps toward freedom. You scroll success stories, wondering why they seem unreachable, but behind every success lies consistent, intentional financial action. Debt doesn't disappear magically. It retreats from focus to pressure. Pressure built through smart planning, not an endless exhausting struggle. Today, you're about to discover a surprising perspective, a perspective that changes how you see every payment. Instead of dread, imagine feeling excitement, sending money away. Sounds strange, but transformation often begins with strange ideas. Financial stress steals joy from moments meant for happiness. Vacations feel guilty, celebrations feel smaller, dreams feel postponed. You promise yourself change will happen next month somehow, but next month keeps repeating like an unfinished chapter. Deep inside, you crave control over your financial story. Control begins with understanding how debt truly behaves. Debt grows quietly when ignored and shrinks quickly under strategy. Strategy requires awareness, courage, and willingness to try differently. Right now, you're standing at an important turning point. One choice separates frustration from surprising financial momentum. Imagine checking balances and finally seeing meaningful decreases monthly. Imagine confidence is returning as numbers start working for you. That future isn't distant. It begins with new understanding. Understanding that faster payoff isn't reserved for wealthy individuals. Ordinary people achieve extraordinary results using practical, powerful methods you've probably never fully considered before today. Maybe you've underestimated your ability to create rapid change. Maybe your income isn't the real obstacle after all. Perhaps outdated beliefs quietly sabotage your financial progress. Let's challenge those beliefs together, starting right now, because your journey toward freedom deserves urgency and excitement. Every second wasted strengthens debt's hold over your choices, but every intentional action weakens their hold significantly. Today isn't about perfection. It's about unstoppable forward movement. Movement powered by clarity, consistency, and courageous decisions. Soon you'll realize debt payoff can feel empowering. You'll begin noticing opportunities others simply overlook completely. Opportunities hiding within routines you repeat without thinking. Stay with me because the real breakthrough is coming. Next, we uncover how anticipation itself can accelerate your payoff journey. Let's begin with a story that might feel surprisingly familiar. Sarah worked daily, yet her debt balance barely seemed shrinking. She followed traditional advice but felt stuck in financial quicksand. Minimum payments gave comfort, yet secretly extended her financial captivity. One evening, frustration pushed her to review every transaction. She noticed patterns she had ignored for countless months. Small purchases quietly consumed money that could destroy debt faster. Coffee stops, subscriptions, convenient spending slowly shaped her financial reality. None felt dangerous individually, but together created overwhelming pressure. That realization sparked an unexpected sense of powerful control. She understood that payoff wasn't about earning dramatically more. It was about directing existing money with deliberate intention. She started tracking expenses daily, not just occasionally reviewing statements. Awareness alone changed how she valued each spending decision. Suddenly, choices carried visible consequences she couldn't ignore anymore. She created a simple rule before every purchase decision. She asked, will this delay my freedom or accelerate it? That single question transformed her financial behavior almost instantly. Weeks later, she found extra money hiding inside normal routines. Unused memberships were canceled. Impulsive spending became thoughtful investing. She redirected those savings straight toward her highest interest debt. This method created noticeable progress faster than expected timelines. Friends began noticing her excitement, discussing shrinking balances regularly. Excitement replaced shame because she felt movement finally happening. Movement created motivation, and motivation fueled even smarter smarter decisions. She adopted something powerful called focused repayment prioritization strategy. Instead of spreading payments evenly, she targeted one balance intensely. This strategy built psychological wins that strengthened her commitment. Watching one account disappear completely felt unbelievably empowering. That victory created momentum impossible to achieve through scattered payments. Momentum became her secret weapon against long-standing financial stress. She also negotiated interest rates with surprising positive results. A simple phone call reduced charges, charges she assumed were permanent. Many people never attempt this, missing opportunities for faster progress. She learned lenders often prefer cooperation over prolonged unpaid balances. Another change involved increasing income slightly through side opportunities, not dramatic career changes, just intentional use of spare hours, freelance tasks, selling unused items, tutoring created meaningful additions. Each extra dollar became a soldier fighting her debt. She celebrated progress monthly, reinforcing consistency through emotional rewards. Soon her timeline shortened from years into unexpectedly achievable months. This transformation didn't require extreme deprivation or unrealistic discipline. It required clarity, structure, and belief in possible acceleration. Her story mirrors thousands who changed direction through strategic awareness. Debt payoff becomes exciting when progress feels visible and measurable. You start noticing new ways to save without feeling restricted. Everyday routines become opportunities rather than unavoidable financial traps. Anticipation builds because freedom begins feeling increasingly realistic daily. Yet there's an even deeper insight most people overlook, an insight capable of multiplying your payoff speed dramatically. It challenges everything you believed about managing financial obligations. It reveals why some people escape debt unbelievably fast and why others remain trapped despite working incredibly hard. Prepare yourself because this next perspective might shock you. In part 3, we uncover the twist changing your payoff strategy forever. Here comes the truth. Most financial advice quietly avoids discussing debt payoff. Speed depends more on behavior cycles than income size. Yes, income matters, but patterns matter far more consistently. People with modest earnings often eliminate debt faster than high earners. That sounds shocking, yet evidence appears everywhere around us. High earners sometimes upgrade lifestyles faster than balances disappear. Meanwhile, disciplined individuals channel stability into unstoppable repayment momentum. The twist is debt thrives on emotional decision-making. Stress spending, reward spending, boredom spending, or strengthen financial chains. You might think you're logical, yet emotions quietly guide transactions. Recognizing this changes everything about your repayment strategy. Instead of focusing only on numbers, focus on triggers. What situations cause you to spend without intentional awareness? Identifying triggers allows you to interrupt harmful financial patterns. That interruption alone can save thousands over repayment timelines. Another overlooked truth involves timing your extra payments strategically. Paying earlier in billing cycles reduces interest accumulation dramatically. Few people use this tactic despite its powerful impact. Debt systems are designed expecting predictable passive consumer behavior. When you act unpredictably, you gain unexpected financial advantages. Think of repayment like a strategic game rather than punishment. Games reward players who understand rules deeper than opponents. In this game, your opponent is inertia and the financial complacency. Complacency convinces you progress will happen automatically with time, but acceleration requires intentional disruption of comfortable routines. Consider automating higher payments immediately after receiving your income. This prevents temptation from redirecting funds toward unnecessary desires. Automation converts discipline into an effortless background financial system. Suddenly, progress continues even during emotionally difficult months. Another perspective shift involves redefining what sacrifice truly means. Temporary discomfort often creates permanent freedom and expanded life choices. Viewing sacrifice as investment transforms resistance into enthusiastic participation. You stop feeling deprived and start feeling strategically empowered. People who succeed fastest celebrate progress more than perfection. They accept occasional setbacks without abandoning the overall repayment plans. This resilience separates rapid achievers from endlessly struggling individuals. There's also a surprising benefit in visualizing your debt disappearing. Visualization strengthens motivation by making outcomes emotionally tangible daily. Charts, countdowns, trackers create psychological engagement with financial goals. Engagement fuels consistency, which multiplies repayment speed dramatically. Here's another twist that changes common repayment assumptions. Sometimes aggressively consolidating debt can simplify complex financial battles. Simplification reduces overwhelm, allowing clearer focus on singular objectives. However, strategy must match your personality and spending tendencies. One-size solutions very rarely produce sustainable long-term financial success. The deeper insight is you must design systems, not hopes. Hope feels comforting, but systems create measurable, unstoppable results. Systems protect you when motivation temporarily fades or distractions rise. Imagine waking months later, realizing debt vanished faster than expected. That realization creates confidence, impacting every future financial decision. Confidence transforms how you negotiate, invest, and plan life. Now you're not just escaping debt, you're building mastery. Mastery prepares you for opportunities previously overshadowed by financial stress. And this leads us toward the powerful final transformation. In part 4, we turn insight into unstoppable, motivating action. Now everything you've learned begins transforming into real action today. Knowledge without execution keeps dreams trapped inside comfortable imagination. This moment invites you to rewrite your financial story intentionally. Start by choosing one debt target to attack relentlessly. Focus creates speed, while scattered efforts create exhausting, slow progress. Write down your balances and face them with courageous honesty. Clarity removes fear's power to distort financial reality anymore. Next, design a simple repayment system you can sustain consistently. Consistency beats intensity when building unstoppable financial momentum long term. Set automatic transfers immediately after income reaches your account. Let technology protect your goals from emotional spending impulses. Replace mindless scrolling moments with quick financial progress check-ins. Awareness strengthens commitment by reminding you why freedom matters deeply. Celebrate every milestone, no matter how small it appears. Progress deserves recognition because it fuels future discipline decisions. Tell someone you trust about your repayment mission openly. Accountability transforms private intentions into public powerful commitments. Imagine the pride you'll feel sharing success updates soon. Imagine sleeping peacefully without financial anxiety, whispering worst case scenarios. That peaceful future grows closer with every intentional payment. Remember, speed increases when lifestyle inflation remains firmly controlled. Resist upgrading expenses simply because income temporarily increases slightly. Instead, channel raises, bonuses, and gifts toward accelerated payoff. Treat extra money like fuel for your freedom engine. Soon you'll notice balances shrinking faster than you predicted. That visible progress becomes addictive in the healthiest possible way. You'll crave seeing zeros replace stressful and intimidating numbers monthly. This craving motivates smarter financial behavior across all life areas. Debt freedom doesn't just improve money, it improves confidence. Confidence influences career risks, creative pursuits, and relationship dynamics. You begin choosing opportunities based on passion, not financial survival. That shift creates a life designed with intention and excitement. However, action must begin today, not some perfect future moment. Perfection is procrastination wearing an attractive but dangerous disguise. Imperfect, consistent steps outperform flawless plans never implemented fully. Ask yourself right now, what payment can you increase immediately? What expense can you eliminate starting this very week? What skill can you monetize during unused evening hours? Your answers form the blueprint of accelerated financial liberation. Liberation that once seemed distant suddenly becomes surprisingly realistic. Stay committed even when progress temporarily feels slower than expected. Remember, systems work quietly before producing dramatic visible breakthroughs. Trust the process while continuously refining your repayment strategy. Soon others will ask how you achieved such rapid transformation. You'll smile knowing discipline and awareness created that miracle. Financial freedom isn't luck, it's repeated, intentional, courageous decisions. Decisions you're now fully capable of making confidently. Stand up mentally and declare your debt timeline officially shortened. Visualize the exact date you'll celebrate becoming completely debt-free. Write that date somewhere you'll see every single morning. Let it remind you why sacrifices today create victories tomorrow. Take your first bold step immediately after this video ends. Momentum begins with emotion, not endless mindless preparation or hesitation. Your future self is waiting, grateful for the day's decisive action. Now go prove debt can disappear faster than anyone believed. Before you leave, pause and truly picture your life debt-free. Picture mornings without dread, checking notifications from lenders again. Picture choices guided by dreams instead of overdue payment reminders. That version of you already exists somewhere in time. The only difference is decisions made consistently starting today. Many people wait for motivation before taking meaningful financial action, but action itself creates motivation stronger than any inspirational speech. Your journey will not always feel exciting or rewarding. Some days discipline will feel heavy, like invisible resistance. On those days, remember why you began this mission. Remember the stress, the sleepless nights, the silent embarrassment. Remember how powerless debt once made you feel inside. Then remember the strength you are building right now, strength that transforms fear into determination and hesitation in the movement. That freedom is not just financial, it's deeply emotional liberation. It restores confidence that quietly disappears under constant monetary pressure. It rebuilds trust you may have lost in yourself, trust that you can set goals and actually achieve them. That realization changes how you approach every life challenge. Suddenly obstacles become puzzles instead of permanent, intimidating walls. You begin believing progress is always possible with persistence. This belief influences relationships, career growth, and personal ambitions. Financial mastery becomes a foundation supporting your biggest dreams. Dreams once postponed now feel excitingly within reach again. Yet remember, comparison can weaken your powerful personal progress. Someone else's timeline should never dictate your determination or worth. Focus on your numbers, your growth, your consistent improvements. Even slow progress is infinitely better than comfortable financial stagnation. Some months will surprise you with dramatic balance reductions. Other months may test your patience and emotional resilience deeply. Both experiences are essential parts of meaningful transformation journeys. Celebrate breakthroughs, but also honor perseverance during quieter phases, because perseverance often determines who reaches freedom fastest. Imagine the final payment confirmation appearing unexpectedly one afternoon. Your heart races as disbelief turns into overwhelming, proud relief. Years of pressure dissolve within a single unforgettable moment. You sit silently realizing your life direction just shifted forever. That moment is not fantasy. It is mathematically achievable through habits you are now consciously developing daily. Stay curious about better strategies and smarter financial opportunities. Growth never stops even after your balances reach zero. Continue learning how money can serve your long-term vision. Soon you'll transition from debt destruction into wealth creation. That transition feels empowering beyond anything you've previously experienced. You become an example others secretly admire and seek guidance from. Your story proves ordinary people can create extraordinary financial outcomes. So promise yourself you will not quit halfway anymore. Promise to stay committed even when results feel temporarily invisible. Because invisible progress is still progress shaping your future quietly. Take a deep breath and feel the determination rising. Feel the excitement of finally taking control of your destiny. This is your turning point, your financial awakening moment. Everything changes when you decide your timeline starts now. Keep moving forward with courage, clarity, and unstoppable belief. Your debt-free life is as closer than you ever imagined.